Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, my name's Ashley.
Okay, would you like me to call you Ashley?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
awesome. You can call me Jessica.
Okay.
So whatever happens in here is going to stay in here. But if there's going to be like harm to your body or anyone else, then I would have to tell someone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then also, I'm here to guide you through this situation. And I want you to feel like you can always tell me anything about the situation or anything, okay?
Okay.
And so what kind of expectations for you?
I would just, like you said, I'd like this to be a place that, everything that I say stays in here, and I'd like for you to hear me and help me, just guide me in the right direction, and, do everything that we can to help my emotions and my feelings and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll tell you about your situation.
Basically, I'm really struggling right now with my cousin and my aunt. My cousin has been addicted to drugs for about 10 years now, and that's really starting to take a toll on my family, especially my aunt. And my aunt has been like the type of person who's always been super open with her family, so like we pretty much know all the time what's going on, except for the past about 2 months. She's been kind of shutting herself off to the situation. She hasn't been talking to us about what's going on. She's kind of like she lives by herself because she divorced her husband about 20 years ago, so she lives by herself except for when my cousin like will randomly come home. So she's just been really quiet, and we don't know what's going on lately, so it's really like upsetting to me and my family that we don't know what's happening.
So you kind of feel worried.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you feel worried about your aunt.
Yeah.
And like how all this is like, it's like taking her down, and she's like, you feel worried about her and your cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your family, how your family feels about this.
My family is really upset about it. We've been always a close-knit family. We pretty much tell each other everything and know what's going on. We are really open with each other and give each other advice. So, like, it's just like a whole different type of thing that's going on right now. My mom kind of feels like, not neglected, but like just weird that my aunt's not talking to her. It's like the first time in her life that she's been like so quiet and stuff. So it's taking like the biggest toll on my mom, and that's taking a huge toll on my dad just to see my mom like that. And he's worrying about my aunt, my cousin, and just like for me too, because it's been like I've seen my mom like be really upset about it. So it's really hard right now.
So is it your mom's sister? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So were y'all really close, like your family and their family were really close, and then your aunt is just like not going to your mom anymore?
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. We pretty much would see each other every week before this. And like my aunt, my other aunts, my uncle, my grandma, like we're all a really close family and see each other all the time. So like this is just completely different. Like I haven't seen, I mean obviously I've been away at school now, but I pretty much saw my aunt like once or twice over the summer, which is really unlikely.
You always see her a lot during the summer?
Yeah.
Do you normally hang out with her?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all go places?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I actually, like, since my cousin hasn't been that great of a daughter lately, like, I try to not take on that role, but just, like, be her comfort and stuff like that, and she's kind of, like, pushed away from that lately.
She kind of, like, shut off.
Right.
So how long has your cousin dealt with drugs?
It's been 10 years since she's been addicted to drugs. She started off with OxyContin for about 5 years, and then the past 4 to 5 years she's been addicted to heroin. She's been in and out of rehabs and stuff, so it's been a while.
So, were you and your cousin close?
Yeah, we were really close when we were younger, and I always looked up to her. She was always a beautiful girl, and I admired that in her. She had a great personality, but since she's been addicted to the drugs, it's taken like a huge toll on her physical and mental being. So she's definitely not the person that she used to be and the person that I look up to. So it's been like really upsetting for me to see somebody go through that, especially being my cousin.
So you were really, really close to your cousin, and you looked up to her. So she kind of like let you down in that situation.
Yeah, she did.
Because she was like your role model. So you feel like very shut off and like upset about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other siblings?
Yeah, I have an older brother and a younger sister.
So were they really close to your cousin and everyone?
Yeah, my older brother was. He is 22 now, so the two of them are 8 years apart, so they were pretty close when they were younger. My sister wasn't as close because she's only 14 now, so it's like she was a baby when Lauren was um, in a good state of mind and stuff like that. So she hasn't been super close with my cousin, um, which is upsetting to me. Like I was super close with my cousin, my brother was, and like she didn't experience that.
So yes. So you said you were really, really close to your cousin. Well, like, did y'all hang out a lot? And like when you were growing up, like, did y'all do a lot of stuff together?
Yeah, she used to always like pick me up. We'd go get our nails done and stuff like that. Like she was like the older sister that I never had.
So she kind of took that role,
Right.
of that older sister.
Yeah.
Okay. So this session was all about to get to know the situation and get to know you. But next Tuesday we'll get into the problem solving of the situation. But I'm glad that you came in, and I can't wait to see you on Tuesday.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, my name's Ashley.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So glad you came today. I just want to go over a few basics first. Basically, in this session, you should know that it's going to be completely confidential. Everything that you say will remain in this room unless I feel like it's harmful to you or other individuals. In that case, we'll seek some direction from others outside. And just to let you know, this is going to be a place where you should feel like you can say anything. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. But feel like you can trust me. Just pretend like I'm one of your close friends. You can feel completely open with anything that you have to say. So what are your expectations for this?
Well, I just want, just like you said, I just want to be open in this. I haven't been open. I haven't really told my feelings thoughts to anyone. And so I just want to feel open to tell you anything and to trust you and stuff and to get some insight about my situation.
Okay, perfect. We're going to do everything that we can to make sure that happens. So could you tell me a little bit about this situation?
Yes. Well, I'm 21 years old, and it's all about my family. My family has been together for 25 years. Like my parents been together 25 years, and so I grew up with two parents in the house, and we've done everything together. We're big on family and going out to dinner, and I have a sister and a brother, and we're all grew up in sports, and so my parents always took us to practices, games, and we all did it all as a family. And then I moved off to college, where my older sister and my older brother, they went to college too. Well, my brother stayed at home to go to college, but my sister went 6 hours away. But I went 10 hours away because I'm from North Carolina. So it kind of, I'm such a dad's girl, and my dad was just like so kind of like okay with it coming here, but he still wanted me to come closer to home. But I get this phone call like 4 weeks ago, I think, and saying like my parents are getting divorced and they can't be together anymore and all this stuff. And so like it took a horrible toll on my life because like I grew up with two parents, and we're big on family, and then now that like they're separated, and it's just really hard.
Right. So this is something that you didn't see coming. Okay.
Like they were fussing a lot. So it was like I kind of knew deep down, but then I wanted my feelings to be wrong because I didn't want it to happen.
Right.
And so I guess I kind of saw it coming, but not really.
So you kind of want the best for your family, and that you feel like ideally would have been if your parents stayed together. Okay, so this is, I sense that you have a lot of anxiety about this situation. It's something new, something that you haven't been used to. You're 21 years old, and this is something completely different. Have you been home since you talked to your parents? You haven't?
No, I haven't. I just, like what I said earlier, like I'm 10 hours away.
Right.
So I can't go home every weekend, But I'll be home on Thanksgiving, and that's like the holidays, so it's supposed to be all about family. And now, like, that's going to be my first experience of them being separated.
Right.
That's gonna be really hard. Also, like my sister's married, and so her husband's family is so far away, so they have to switch back and forth holidays each year. And so this year they're going to be away from Thanksgiving. And so my first time being there and being with my parents separated, I'm not going to have my best friend, which is my sister, and to go to help me get through it, and I'm going to be the only one in the house with my dad. And so it's just going to be really weird because I have to separate holidays now.
Right.
And just
Right. So you're expecting that this is going to be something that's upsetting when you go home. Okay. So how are your siblings doing with all of this? Have you talked to them?
They're not doing so good. Both my siblings are older than me, but they're in the situation now,
Right.
and so they're seeing it like separate our family, and so it's taken a bad toll on my sister and my brother. Like I get phone calls just saying like this is so hard, like I don't like being in this house, and blah blah blah, and so it's just really hard on my siblings.
Right. And I'd imagine this is really hard for you, not knowing what's going on and not experiencing it firsthand. Although it seems like that's really taking a toll on your brother and sister. I'd imagine it'd still be hard not being there, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm helpless because I'm all the way over here, and like they're going through this, like I can't help them, like and so it's just hard.
Have you talked to your parents a lot? Have they talked about it and expressed their emotions, or did they just kind of tell you?
They just told me, like my dad shuts off too. That's where I get it from. Like he doesn't like talking about his emotions at all, and like my mom, she's very open, so she'll tell me anything. What my dad says, like my dad might say like a mean thing to her, and she'll tell me, and it's just like heartbreaking. And my dad just like won't talk about it or anything. So,
do you feel like you would like to know what's going on, or do you feel like that kind of makes you put in the middle?
Both. I would like to know, I would like to know what's going on, so I'm not blindsided when I go home and like have all this tension and like I don't know what's happening, But also, it does put me in a horrible position, like in the middle, because I love both my parents, and so I'm not going to take sides. But like if I hear something, it's just going to.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing. This has been a wonderful session. This session was more about just getting to know you and getting to know the situation, whereas next session we'll get more deeper into it and we'll try to problem solve.
Okay.
All right, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Very nice meeting you.
Nice.